movement is universal. I've had some teachers kind of be mentors to me, but not in this way.
As I'm fighting for my dream, I'm still supporting my family, and I'm trying to create some sort of healthy life for myself.
They're invested in their work and their development as artists, and they're also invested in each other. So it makes kind of a magical environment when you have both of those.
It was very interesting, the construct it used to understand how community is important to both your health as a person and as an artist, and how to make a conscious decision to maintain your sense of creativity and to maintain your sense of imagination, and how essential knowing your own self is to that process. I thought the piece had a very empathetic approach to the central subjects, not just as performers, but as people, and what their life stories meant to contribute to how they're going to approach their art. I thought there's a lot of interesting ideas about how losing yourself in the sense of the community will help you as an individual. And I thought it was a lot of strong advice and excuse me, and a lot of strong emotional energy in terms of the value it brought to an aspiring creative who might see these come across this piece and not just want to join this particular environment, but to understand to look for similar environments to help your own pursuit of art and artistry.
I think it's so cool, especially to fuse something like boxing and find the art in it, to add to like things that are stereotypically already art. I think that was really cool, and kind of finding the synergy and the balance between the two, and seeing that there are parallels to them. I thought it was great. I think it's very unique that there is a program like this for people, and that I love how it's kind of bringing awareness to things like this, because you're very much used to seeing people going to the super expensive programs and getting like an MBA from Yale and like NYU and all these things. But it's kind of knowing that it's sometimes it's not even really about, all of that, the glitz and glamour of all of that, as opposed to really honing into the art and the sense of community that you can build with art, and how you can learn from others who are just like you. I think that was also an asset to the film, kind of seeing the impact that it had on this group of people to be training and learning with people who looked like them and had similar backgrounds as them. I liked the formatting of having the interviews, and pacing the interviews was like what they were doing in class, and just kind of like editing between them. I really liked when he would have the definitions for different things like artist, migrant, all that stuff. I thought it was great.
I love that it brought Latinos from all over the world together, provided a space for them to not only interact with each other, but learn this beautiful art together, which I thought was really cool. I love that it celebrated the power of artists in the world and how powerful their art is and what an impact it can make. I love some of the quotes in this documentary, like, if the door doesn't open, kick it down, open the door for yourself, believe in yourself, and things will come true for you. And I loved that we also saw real results from this program in the end, especially. We see some of the students of this program going on to become successful in this art, becoming choreographers, landing roles in musicals off Broadway. So it just showed the impact of this program and how powerful things like this can be in people's lives. So yeah, I really enjoyed this documentary. I loved that it showed me new types of dance, combining boxing and dancing, and just celebrating found families and bringing people together through art, and creating communities through art as well.
I love how in the short documentary it sort of provides so much in-depth detail about the performers and their lives, and how their passion for either dance and music have brought them all together as one. This documentary felt very much like the Disney Plus adaptation of High School Musical, the series. I also love how the title plays an important role in this documentary, showcasing how some people go beyond their capabilities and still succeed in life, showing us that literally anything is possible. And in closing, I thought this was a super fun and engaging and thoughtful documentary, showcasing various backgrounds and ethnicities and how they all come together in one.
the idea of borders, which is kind of like, something that close to their life, like living like in border or kind of like borderline, like living style in the America. So it just kind of like something that would be related to people who come from like underrepresented groups or people who wasn't born with privilege. I feel like this is like a good documentary that you get to see like how they work together, how they support each other, and that uplifting message gonna touch like many people out there who watch this one. And there's like footages, there's some like behind the scene like shorts and interviews that kind of help us to understand like how they group together and work on this thing with passion.
This is an inspiring doc short. The film really captured the talent and excitement of these artists. Amazing dancing, singing, and athleticism. It was fun to watch, and I learned a lot, notably about their movement training and how the people, united by language and culture, felt welcome. Awesome bird's eye view camera work and intimate interviews by both leaders and participants. I like the various definitions, such as artist, listed on the screen.